Good morning. It is day 7 here at the National Quarantine Unit in Omaha, Nebraska. It is Sunday, and this marks my first full week here in quarantine. I just got my breakfast delivered, but I still haven't made my morning coffee. I actually did a sleep-in Sunday, so there's that. I slept in this morning. I slept until after 8, which was actually really, really nice since I've been waking up anywhere between 5 and 7, and I kind of needed the sleep. I'm gonna turn on coffee machine, open the blinds, get some of that light in. Looking like a beautiful day outside in Omaha. Okay, so I'm gonna make my iced latte, and then actually this morning, now it's been almost 2 weeks of reflecting, one really, really dark week, and then this past week being a much more positive week. And I think this morning I kind of want to share with you some of the really positive memories from the expedition, since it ended with a lot of trauma, and I want to be able to remember and share those memories with people, since that's what I love to do. I love to travel, and I love being able to inspire people to travel, and I just want to be able to share some of those memories with all of you this morning. So stay tuned. I'm going to make my coffee, and then I'm going to go through some of my favorite moments of this trip. Happiness in a cup. So, as most of you know, or some of you may not, I'm a Boston-based travel content creator, and I just love to travel. I love to travel so much, and it's my greatest passion. So when I was given an opportunity to visit some of the most remote islands in the world, it was an offer that I couldn't pass up on, especially since this itinerary included me going back to South Georgia Island. And South Georgia Island is about 800 miles off the coast of South America and 900 miles north of Antarctica. So it is a beautiful, beautiful place full of wildlife. I think it has the largest concentration of marine wildlife in the world. My favorite memory from revisiting there was getting to go to St. Andrews Bay at sunset. Because it was late season, you're really not going to Antarctica or South Georgia that time of year. We were the last passenger vessel to visit South Georgia this past season. We can be there at a time where the sun sets earlier. And seeing the sunset with all the Antarctic fur seals and all the king penguins was just such a magical thing to experience. Another really, really great memory was getting to visit Tristan da Cunha, which is the most remote inhabited island in the world. The people there are so kind. It is such a beautiful island, and that was just something I was really, really looking forward to doing, and getting to send family and friends postcards from there was also really, really cool. Something that I'm not, and people may think I am, as a birder. I do love birds and I can appreciate birds, but I'm not going out of my way looking for a specific bird unless it's like, I want to see all species of penguins. That's like a bucket list of mine, but not in a birding sense. I just love penguins. So we went to this island called Nightingale Island, and you had to hike up through the island, like not an easy hike, not a hard hike, but not an easy hike, and it was warm. And to get to this area of an island that's forested, and there you can see something called the Wilkinson's finch. There are less than 50 of these birds left in the wild. All you need is one storm to go through to destroy its habitat, and it will cease to exist. And just being able to appreciate visiting an island where there's only a few of these birds left and having to hike up to get to there, and it was just a really, really cool thing to experience. Another island, so that Nightingale Island is part of the Tristan da Cunha island chain, was an accessible island, and there is the only place in the world where spectacled petrels breed. And we were on a Zodiac cruise kind of close to when the sun was going down, and seeing all those birds coming back to the island was just remarkable. Really, really special. Then we also went to Gough Island, and that's where we saw so many northern rockhopper penguins. And they are so cute with their little yellow tufts. That brought me so much joy, because originally we had only seen one northern rockhopper penguin, but then when we went to Gough, we saw loads of them, and that was really cool. And just hearing the sounds of the subantarctic fur seals there, they make the craziest sounds, and there were so many little pups that were probably under 3 months old. They were so cute and so small. St. Helena was took my breath away. I mean, we were seeing rainbows every day, multiple times a day. It was remarkable. I also got to see a few whale sharks. I didn't go swimming with them and I didn't get any footage of them, unfortunately, but getting to see a whale shark in the wild for the first time was unbelievable. And one of the things I was most looking forward to of the whole trip was meeting Jonathan the tortoise, who is the oldest. He's a Seychelles tortoise, and he's known as the oldest living land animal in the world at 194 years old. So that was a huge bucket list of mine and dream of mine to get to meet him. And I'm so grateful I was given the opportunity to get to meet him. We also then sailed by Ascension Island. And because animals were introduced to Ascension Island, the bird population had to basically move to one rock off of the side of the island. So it was the place where all of the Ascension frigate birds lived, and getting to see them swarming above that one little rock and them adapting to the situation was just straight out of a documentary. We also got to see masked boobies, brown boobies, red-footed boobies, all just were living on this one rock because of, rats and cats being introduced to Ascension Island. We could not, they couldn't live there anymore. And my last really great memory from the trip, and there were more, but these are all ones that I'm thinking off the top of my head, was the day after we crossed the equator. We were still within the equator zone, and we got to go swimming in the ocean where it was over 15,000 feet deep. That's not an opportunity that you normally get to come by, to swim in the ocean where it's so deep. And that was just a really cool experience. And I hope to keep sharing more from this trip, and then also eventually what happened in those 7 days that we couldn't get off the ship after the trip was supposed to end. And thank you all for coming along and listening to me and following me through this experience, and for all the support so many of you have given me. Going through those messages has meant the world to me, because I was in a really dark place for that week, and I had, that support from my family and friends that really helped get me through it. But seeing the messages change from those really dark, evil, mean comments to those comments of love and support has really been helping me get through this. And I thank you all so much.